Good morning. Nice to see everyone. Today's message is, outside of a dog, a book is a man's best friend. Inside of a dog, it's too dark to read. Now, this quote is often attributed to Groucho Marx. He certainly told that joke, but whether that famous comedian originated that joke, we don't know. The point is, a book is your friend. It's something you can take with you and learn from. Do you read? I'm not talking about the things that your teacher tells you to read at school. I'm talking about, do you read for you? Do you like to read? Is it something you enjoy? I know that Evie likes to read. I've seen Chet read quite a bit. Davey wants to be an archaeologist, so he loves those type of books. How about you, Calvin? Do you like to read? Well, reading can be a lifelong friend. So here's my advice to you. Read as much as you can. Read your school assignments, of course, but read for yourself. Read for fun. Read to gain knowledge. Read to just have a good time. There's no hurry to read everything. It's just read what you enjoy and develop yourself, develop your horizons, expand yourself through reading. Put down the video game, go read. When I was your age, I used to like reading the World Book Encyclopedia. We had the 26-volume set at home, and over time I read through the whole thing. I love that. Mostly fact-based and learning about the world, but it's something you can do. Another instance, when I was in middle school, there was a section of the library that had about 200 biographies, not autobiographies, of famous Americans. Over that middle school period, I read them all. I was really interested in people, so I read about people who were famous that you know: George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, John Kennedy, of course. But I also read about people like Kit Carson and Sacagawea and Lewis and Clark, people who helped build and expand this country, America. So read whenever you can. For today's activity, I want to talk a little bit about stoves, particularly backpacking stoves. Some people call them camping stoves, but there's camping stoves that are huge, and these are ones you can carry in your backpack. These are all ones I've used over the years, and we're going to do an experiment with one of them. All these stoves here in the front require the stove, some of this type of fuel, it's white gas, and then a fuel bottle. So you have to carry all that with you when you go. It's not too bad, they don't weigh too much, and they all work on a different level of efficiency, I guess. They all work differently. But this one here actually burns a lot of different fuels. It'll burn the white gas, it'll burn kerosene, it will burn jet fuel, and if you're careful and don't use leaded gasoline, it'll even burn gasoline. I've used gasoline in it one time, it was scary. So there's drawbacks to those stoves. A few years back I bought this stove. It's called a Jetboil. And the nice thing about this stove is that everything you see here fits inside this black cup. All this stuff goes inside, including the fuel canister if you buy the small fuel canister. It's very compact, very easy to use, and it is extremely good at boiling water, making things warm. So we're going to do an experiment. Jetboil says that their stove will boil water in 100 seconds, about 1 minute and 40 seconds. So we're going to test that right now and see how long it takes to boil water with the Jetboil. I move the camera here so we can see the experiment a little better. You'll see there's nothing inside of the Jetboil. It's empty right now. They say that it holds 1 liter, which is a little over a quart. We're going to put in a pint, which is a half a quart of water. Okay, now this is room temperature water, and we all know that water boils at 212 degrees, or 100 degrees Fahrenheit, or 100 degrees Celsius. Now, we are at 4,500 feet in Utah, so water boils at a little lower temperature, at about 203. So we will give this stove a test and see if it boils water in the time they say. Okay? Let's give it a go. First I'll light it, then I'll start the stopwatch. I'll turn it up high, and we start the stopwatch. So, have you guys ever gone backpacking? I know your mom and dad have. They love to do that. It's something that you can do for enjoyment, but we'll see how this goes. We're 20 seconds in. Put the lid on loosely so we can check easily. What do you think? Think they're going to make it? I have it all the way up. Burning as hot as it can. It's got bubbles forming. We're halfway there. 50 seconds. Come on, jet boil. Still bubbles forming. 1 minute. I wonder if we're going to make it. "30 seconds till the deadline." And we're getting close. Very close. And 100 seconds. Nope, not boiling yet. Let's see how long it takes. Well, we're at 2 minutes now. 3 minutes and 2 seconds. We have boiling water. Not too bad. But not quite the 100 seconds they promised us. More like the 182 seconds that we got. So in the end, 3 minutes, 2 seconds. I guess kind of a myth buster there. But still, that's pretty fast to boil water. Maybe if I'd have used warmer water to start with, but it seems like you're cheating if you heat up the water. Well, I decided what can we do with hot water that we already have. Pop Steve decided hot chocolate. Wish you were here. I'm sure it's going to be tasty. This was our little experiment for the day. Hopefully we learned something. Sometimes it's not everything that we think it's going to be. Ooh, that's warm, but it works. Well, I'm going to enjoy some hot cocoa. Smell that? It'll be tasty. That's it for today. This is Papa Steve's Workshop, and I'm Papa Steve. Cheers.